Hello children, welcome for today's biology class. So today we are going to see the concluding part of the chapter life process. The topic going to be covered are excretion in human beings and excretion in plants. Now let us go inside the chapter. Excretion. Excretion is the process by which the waste products produced are eliminated. How the waste products are produced during metabolic activities. Okay, and what produced it has to be removed. When it gets accumulated, it can become toxic for your body. In unicellular organisms, the waste products are removed from the cells simply by diffusion. So here when you observe, this is the simple diffusion, it has been shown. So if you are dropping something, this color, it gets dissolved, slowly it diffuses. Can you see the diffusion? So by means of this method, waste products are removed by means of simple diffusion in unicellular organisms. In multicellular organisms, there are specialized organs for excretions are present. So now let us study regarding excretion in human beings. When you observe in human beings, we have a pair of kidneys, then ureters, then urinary bladder. So mainly this part it constitutes your urinary system. This diagram it can be asked to draw in exams, children. You can practice this. The kidney, it has a number of excretory units, that is nephrons. Nephrons, it is the unit of kidney. So this is the structure of urinary system in human being. This is nephron, single kidney, the cross section it has been shown here. Outside portion you call that as cortex, inner portion you call that as medulla. This is pelvis portion. This is nephron, unit of kidney. So let us study detailedly the structure of nephron. This is Bowman's capsule, the small cup-like structure, and inside this cup-like structure you can see bunch of small capillaries that you call that as glomerulus. And later one side the blood comes inside, other side it goes out. So then the Bowman's capsule, it continues as proximal tubule, then this is Henle's loop, then distal tubule, then collecting duct. So here now let us study the formation of urine. How does it occur? I told you, glomerulus, that is the bunch of capillaries seen inside Bowman's capsule, we call that as glomerulus. So here the renal artery, it brings the blood for purification. When it comes inside the glomerulus, the blood, so actually it is filtered, glomerular filtration. By means of filtration, the bigger molecules will stay inside the glomerulus and the smaller, it comes out. So here the waste material, useful material, all they come out. Only the bigger cells, RBC, WBC and bigger molecules, they remain inside the blood. All it comes out. That's why you call this simply this process is glomerular filtration, just like filtering method. Then later the glomerular filtrate, it passes through this proximal tubule and later through Henle's loop, then distal tubule, then through collecting duct. So when it is being passed through, I told you the useful materials also comes out during filtration, and the useful materials are to be reabsorbed. While it is being passed through here, the useful materials along with water, it is absorbed according to the need. When you drink plenty of water, less water will be absorbed. If you drink less water, then the plasma will contain less water, then the more water will be absorbed. So when you drink plenty of water, the urine passed will be dilute. If you drink less water, the urine will be concentrated. It is being controlled in that way. According to the availability of water, the water absorption occurs. Then other useful materials also absorbed. So then the waste materials are secreted out and it is sent out through this collecting duct and it is stored in urinary bladder and it is sent out. So the useful products I told you, it is all are reabsorbed. So now let us study the disorders of excretory system. So in case the kidney malfunctioning of kidney, the kidney failure occurs, it is very harmful. It may damage your entire body working system. So in that case, the process of toxic material, it gets accumulated. It has to be removed. How it can be removed? By means of the method called hemodialysis. So here in the case of hemodialysis method, the blood in the case of patients, it has been taken out. See here, it has been taken out and it is passed through a series of tubes. When it is passing through, the waste materials are removed and is being collected here. Okay, so it is, and the where waste material removed the blood, it has been returned back to the patient. So in case the patient want permanent cure, so he can go for kidney transplantation also. The dialysis patient, he can go for kidney transplantation. If suitable donor is available, then only he can go for. Next, let us study regarding excretion in plants. In plants, the different type of waste materials are produced in different methods. So when you observe the gaseous waste, when you observe during respiration, carbon dioxide is the waste product, and during photosynthesis, oxygen is the waste product for the plants, and both of them are removed through stomata, and excess water also removed through stomata by means of transpiration. And some waste products are stored in leaves, and the worn out leaves, they become dry and they fall off. Some of the waste products are stored in vacuoles, and some waste products like gums and resins are stored in old xylem cells. Okay, and some waste products are removed through roots also. Okay, these are the questions, children. So here when you observe the diagram of nephron, you can practice. It is being asked in exams repeatedly. Okay, the diagram of nephron, you practice this one in your notebook, and the formation of urine also, and the structure of nephron also, you study that. And the hemodialysis, it can be asked in 1 mark question, and later the excretion in plants, it is asked in 3 mark questions. Okay, study thoroughly, children. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.